Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. So nice to see you all. You look beautiful out there. Hello, my beloved students, faculty, and staff. Welcome to all the proud families here to celebrate the Batten School class of 2025. Give it up for that. My name is Ian Solomon. I am the Dean of the Frank Batten School of Leadership and Public Policy. If that's not familiar to you, this is the Paramount Theater, but what a beautiful theater it is. Welcome to this beautiful theater. Weren't this morning's final exercises just spectacular? What a privilege to watch our graduates walk the historic UVA lawn. To all the parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, siblings, partners, children, and friends coming from near and far, thank you. Your presence today is a statement about what you value, whom you value. Today is a day of joy, of pride, of reflection. It's a day when we pause to recognize not only the achievements of our graduates, but also the community that helped make those achievements possible. As President Ryan and Professor Suarez both said this morning, no one gets to this stage on their own. Behind every diploma is a story of late-night phone calls, encouraging texts, money, pep talks, probably more money, and many critical moments of advice, inspiration, or reassurance. There are stories of sacrifices made, hopes nurtured, dreams pursued. So I'd like to take a moment to recognize you, the loved ones who've walked alongside our graduates. Let me also acknowledge the loved ones who are not able to join us today. So graduates, please join me in giving your families a big round of applause. I'd also like our graduates to look around at each other. Getting through the Batten School successfully is a team effort. You've supported each other on group projects, on shared assignments, through feedback and study sessions. Perhaps you helped each other find free dinner, or joined one another for yoga, or s'mores, or karaoke. These past 2 years have not been easy ones. There have been moments of stress, of loss, of fear, anger, and disappointment, whether it's personal, academic, or for the community. But there's also been, and I can attest to this because I live on the lawn, a lot of fun, a lot of food, a lot of good memories. So let's celebrate the power of your class as a group and as a collective. Go 2025. And I applaud you as a force for good in the world. May you always stand up for each other and have each other's backs. May you invest in each other's successes and resilience in the face of challenges. Whether you agree with each other or not, may you always give each other the benefit of the doubt and a presumption of good faith. And I hope you can tell there is so much love for all of you from our faculty and staff, both on the stage and around here, who've worked and continue to work to support your success. I want to personally thank our amazing Batten staff and faculty for their tireless efforts that have made today, in all its infinite details as well as big decisions, not only possible but beautiful. So thank you to the Batten staff and faculty. I also want to recognize two staff members. There's so many to recognize, but two, Dr. Jeff Chittister and Dr. Sean Anderson, who also received their degrees today. The Batten School is a very special place with a lot of heart and soul, and we're honored to join with all of you in advancing our work in the world. Finally, to our graduates directly as individuals. There are quite a few personalities in this group. Many shared experiences, certainly several special moments of triumph and also moments of embarrassment. Through it all, I am proud of you and what I know you will attempt and what I believe you will accomplish for humanity. We're all proud of you, and we look forward to hearing from one of your own in a few minutes to capture the indomitable spirit of your unforgettable class with some powerful stories. So without further ado, I invite Dean Rockwell to introduce today's student speaker.
Thank you, Dean Solomon. Given the extraordinary talent of the class of 2025 as a whole, it is a true honor to introduce the student speaker who was selected to represent this year's graduating class. Jacob Rizzio's dedication to public service began early in York County, where he broke new ground as the first youth representative on the county's long-range plan steering committee while still in high school. He went on to intern with the county government, contributing to sea level rise planning and authoring a section on its comprehensive plan. Jacob complements this hands-on experience with his minor in urban and environmental planning, deepening his understanding of community-focused policy. At the national level, Jacob has made meaningful contributions through internships at the National Association of Counties, where he supported economic resilience initiatives in coal communities, and at the U.S. Government Accountability Office, where he conducted reviews of federal programs at the Department of Defense. Closer to ground, he has been actively involved with the Karsh Institute of Democracy and the Miller Center for Public Affairs at UVA. Many of us also know Jacob as a trusted member of our student operations team who never failed to share a smile or friendly greeting when anyone entered the doors of Garrett Hall. Jacob's academic and professional pursuits are guided by a clear mission to strengthen the efficiency, effectiveness, and accountability of public programs across all levels of government. We look forward to seeing where his path will lead him, but first, we look forward to hearing his inspiring words today. Thank you, Jacob.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
We all know what kind of year this has been. I don't need to remind anyone here that we're living through a time of significant change in government and uncertainty about what lies ahead in our careers, whether it's public service, the private sector, or further study. We sit here at a point in our lives of great possibility, but also great uncertainty. And beyond that, while some are very hopeful about this period, others are navigating deeper questions about their safety, the direction of our country, and the state of the world. I initially had no desire to speak today. I've got some past trauma from getting too close to the mic and accidentally yelling in people's ears for an entire speech. This is an incident that my sister still won't let me forget. But really, I'm standing among over 100 brilliant scholars, people I've learned from, laughed with, and grown alongside. I figured others would have better stories and lessons to share, and hopefully be more comfortable standing where I am now. But a lot has changed, collectively and personally. And often, change calls us to step up, even when we'd rather not. For me, this year took a deeply personal turn. This past February, I received the news that my mom was diagnosed with cancer. It was news I never expected to hear, and at that moment, I had no idea how to respond. I was forced to confront grief, fear, and the limits of control. I was reminded of just how much she has shaped and continues to shape my life, something I know so many of us feel about the family and friends who have helped us get here today. many of whom are in this room. Without thinking, in the months that followed, I began to grasp what it means to lead in times of chaos and pain. And it reminded me that we live in a world where change is constant, and much of it is out of our hands. But how we respond, that's where leadership lives. And this community, you all reminded me of that and continually inspire me. And not just the support I received in my own family situation, but in the support we provide to each other, not only in times of challenge and hardship, but in times of joy and opportunity. In our class discussions, especially the uncomfortable ones, in our group projects, even the chaotic ones, and in our day-to-day conversations, most notably complaining about Professor Martin's REPs, our shared passion for policy connects us, but our leadership, the way we've supported each other through uncertainty, the way we've shown up for others, is what has truly bonded us. Garrett Hall might have kept us well-fed, albeit with an alarming loyalty to Mellow Mushroom's bizarrely named, questionably themed pizza creations. But truly, it's the people here who've really kept our spirits going. And in all this reflection, I found myself returning to something my mom would often remind me of when I felt overwhelmed. A quote some of you may recognize. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I used to hear the Serenity Prayer as just a comforting phrase, but this year, I truly felt its meaning, and I realized how much it speaks to leadership and the kind of leaders we're becoming. Serenity isn't about being passive. It's about clarity. It's knowing that we can't fix every system overnight or carry every burden alone. It's about staying calm in the face of chaos. And courage, that is what brought us here in the first place. The courage to question, the courage to challenge, the courage to care. And wisdom, that's something we built together. With the guidance of phenomenal, passionate, and profoundly experienced professors, and through our own dedication and hard work, we've grown far beyond where we started 2 years ago. We're leaving here not just with the skills to succeed, but the wisdom to keep learning, the sense to know when to speak up, when to listen, when to act, and when to just breathe. And these lessons have not come easy. We started at UVA facially masked and socially distanced. We've grieved senseless violence and faced tragedy on our own grounds. We've studied at a university that sits at the center of national protest and global debate. And now, we graduate into a world that can feel as uncertain as ever, where even the value of our degree may feel in question. And that's not even counting the personal challenges each of us has faced along the way. And yet, here we are, still here, still leading, not just hoping for a better tomorrow, but striving for it. Our past has taught us that we won't always have control, but we've been given the courage to act where we do have power. And we've earned the wisdom to know when to push, when to pause, and when to reach out for help. So as we move into whatever comes next, whatever path you take, may we lead with serenity, courage, wisdom. Let these be guiding principles in how we, the Batten BA class of 2025, dedicate ourselves to making a positive difference, and how we care for ourselves along the way. It's how we'll keep showing up as leaders, as people, one day at a time, no matter what the future holds. Thank you.
A little more for Jacob. That was great. Serenity, courage, wisdom. 2 summers ago, just before you started at the Batten School, my wife, Marcia, that you might see walking Dante periodically, she enrolled the 2 of us in motorcycle lessons, she and I, not Dante and I. It was a rash decision, a sort of gag gift for me on Father's Day. The course was offered by the Motorcycle Safety Foundation and began with 5 hours of online learning, pre-recorded videos, information about road safety, maintaining proper distances, and how to find alternative pathways to steer clear of danger you might encounter. So being somewhat competitive, Marcia and I raced to see who could finish first and score highest. It was a wake-up call for me. I realized how much road information I routinely ignored while driving. Marcia, it turns out, was a far more alert driver in an online course than I was. Fortunately, our scores were good enough to advance to the in-person training, and it was 95 degrees the morning we met our instructors, Mac and Joe. They assigned us motorcycles, explained the basics of clutch and brakes and throttle, and taught us how to lean and shift gears, and we practiced each skill in a cycle. First, we'd listen to Mac or Joe explain, we'd observe them doing the exercise, we'd put on our helmet and try it ourselves, we'd get feedback, we'd try it again, and then move on to the next exercise, increasing in difficulty. And then riding obstacles would include loose planks of wood on the roadway, emergency cones to weave around, and avoiding the other shaky beginners on motorcycle. A few of the students obviously had been so-called riding dirty, meaning they were already seasoned riders who'd never bothered to get licensed. The class also had 2 UVA PhD students, not the dirty riders, who were eager to acquire what are sometimes called crotch rockets, or speed bikes, which struck me as a really questionable idea. And not all of us made it through. One student got stuck on the lesson about counter-steering. Another dropped their bike dramatically and was encouraged to take a break. Marcia decided she would try again another time. But after 9 sweltering hours on blacktop over 2 days, it was time for the exam. And I was nervous. I still struggled with the tight figure-8 maneuvers and smooth starts without stalling. At one point, I grabbed the front brake lever too hard and came up on my front wheel, rear tire high up in the air above my head. My heart raced, my hands shook, my ego withered. Finally, Joe read the results. The PhD students, they passed. The seasoned riders, they passed. A few were told they'd need to retake the course, and I passed, not by much, but I passed. And then Joe gathered us and said something important. Congratulations, you've earned your motorcycle licenses. You are now qualified to ride about 25 miles an hour in an empty parking lot. If you want to be a safe and responsible rider, you have to go out into the streets. You have to learn to deal with other drivers, with potholes and construction debris, bad weather. You have to learn to handle whatever comes your way. If you want to be a good rider, you have to ride. And graduates, that's where you are now. You've completed your training. You've studied public policy, design and analysis, economics, ethics, negotiation, statistics, behavioral sciences, leadership, and more. You've practiced in classrooms, through simulations, through service in your capstones and internships. You've learned from each other and from our devoted faculty how to break down problems and build up solutions and exercise ethical leadership with purpose. Now it's time to leave the parking lot. And that is my charge to you. Take your learning into the streets, into communities, into organizations and institutions, into the messy, unpredictable, high stakes, and sometimes even dangerous world of public service. And yes, as Jacob reminded us, it's a challenging time to do so. We are living through an era of enormous social and political change. Trust in institutions is fragile, inequality persistent, climate change accelerating, democracy under pressure as global conflicts proliferate, and technology transforming everything from how we work to how we relate to one another. But these times, these turbulent, complex, polarized times, are exactly what you've been preparing for, and you are prepared. Some of you will end up serving as policy advisors, helping governors, mayors, members of Congress with decisions that affect millions of people. You'll be the ones, I know you will, who ask the hard questions, who bring evidence to the table, who remind policymakers about the people behind the policies. I hope some of you will run for office as political candidates who bring integrity, courage, and compassion to public life. You'll knock on doors, you'll listen to your neighbors, and you'll fight for the common good. Among you are people who will lead nonprofits and community organizations, working in places like inner city Richmond or small towns in Appalachia, places where opportunity is uneven but potential is everywhere. And you'll help families access housing, food, education, justice, and dignity. I know a few of you intend to become teachers, shaping the next generation of thinkers, doers, and dreamers. I know you'll transform your classrooms and your schools, or you'll remake education policy, ensuring that every child, no matter their zip code, has a chance to learn, grow, and thrive. Some of you will work in health policy, expanding access to care, addressing mental health challenges, improving health outcomes for everyone. Or you'll help bring peace to a dangerous world, fostering freedom, economic opportunity, and peace through your work in national security, humanitarian affairs, development, or diplomacy. At least a few of you will eventually start your own organizations as entrepreneurs or philanthropists like Frank Batten. And many of you do not yet know how or where you will serve. Or maybe your immediate next step is simply more learning. Wisdom, serenity, courage, an ability to not know with equanimity in a world that fetishizes certainty is also a gift to practice and cultivate. And all of you, no matter your varied paths, will be called upon to exercise leadership, not with arrogance, but with humility, not with certainty, but with curiosity, not with fear, but rather with a fierce hope. Leadership is not about having all the answers. It's about showing up and accepting responsibility. It's about listening. It's about building trust, especially when trust is in short supply. It's about taking risks and empowering other people. You've learned the theory, you've practiced the skills. The real test, the one that matters, is out there in the public. It's in the community meeting where tempers flare and people feel unheard. It's in the policy memo that could change access to the supports a family needs. It's in the often lonely or frightening moment when you choose courage and decide to speak up. And just like in that motorcycle course, you'll make mistakes. You'll stall. You'll take a turn too wide. You might even fall. But you'll get feedback. You will course correct. You'll get back up and try again. That's not failure, that's learning. And over time, you'll build the confidence, the judgment, and the resilience that comes from experience. You'll get better at maintaining balance, at leaning safely into life's curves and dodging the inevitable curveballs and potholes. And so, my dear beloved graduates, as you prepare to leave this special place, remember, you are not just graduates, you are public servants, you are bridge builders, you are leaders, and the world needs you, not someday, but right now. So congratulations, class of 2025. Ride safely, lead boldly, and never stop learning. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Solomon, for reminding us to look for important lessons in our daily lives. I would like to ask Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Eileen Chow, to come forward and join Dean Solomon in presenting our students with their ceremonial diplomas. The real ones are coming in the mail. Today, we will present ceremonial diplomas to our degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Public Policy and Leadership. I am happy to announce that 120 students have fulfilled the academic requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Public Policy and Leadership. Dean Solomon, family members, and friends, we are pleased to present the University of Virginia's 2025 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Public Policy and Leadership. Olivia North Agdami. Abigail Grace Allen. Chloe Isabel Alpert. Isabel Altamira. Aisha Amjad. Malat Woldu Asmaram. Noel Ayala Gallo. Margaret Hartigan Ayers. Zoe Victoria Bailey. Elizabeth Claire Bass. Erin Kathleen Bass. Caitlin Elizabeth Burkholz. Thomas James Boak. Andrew Brian Bond. Amelia Veronica Brady. Caitlin Joe Brooks. Anne Messenger Brown. Grace Anna Brown. Callahan Burton. Joseph O'Brien Butswinkus. Gavin O'Neill Cagle. Charles Hall Campbell. Hannah Hayes Carter. Wyatt Stead Carter. Benjamin Elias Clatterbuck. Delaney Grace Clifford. Trent Matthew Cohen. Dominic Justice Colantuono. Maria Alejandra Cordero. Ellie Mae Cowan. Sloan Monahan Daly. Cameron Elizabeth Daniels. Amir Jamal Day. Gabriella Marie Delano. Eliza Marie Aisha Diep. Helen Juanwin Doe. Andrew Yearsley Eagle. Chloe Tyler Edwards. Onyechi Stephanie Eza. Ethan Cole Fox. George Bigelow Fulton. Nicole Silaline Galloway. Aaron Gabrielle Gall. Trisha Ghosh. Karali Wade Grantham. Leah Marie Gunno. Margaret Jane Hance. Willoughby Reva Hardesty. Courtney Frances Hatcher. Desiree Mun Ho. Mary Catherine Hogan. Lucy Stephen Ilnicki Lambert. Mary Ellison Joy. Rafi Haik Asatur Kanayan. Trinity H. Kelso. Isa April Colick. Anya Eileen Marie Klein. Clemens Marks Knievel Jr. Abigail Elise Creighton. Ashley Elizabeth Lambert. Christine Lee. Jeho Jin Lee. Jessie Claire Lewis. Ty Augustus Lombardo. Julia de Madureira. Benjamin David Macarishan. Jillian Alexa Monternock. Michaela Harmon Mastel. Eli Nicholas Mountner. William Randolph Meyer. James Wilson McCormick. Brendan Raymond McNamara. Thomas Christopher Menke. Ella Diane Miller. John Casey Charles Mowry. Akanksha Tarun Munshi. Anna Marie Murray. Gabriel Angelis Nelson. Anne Victoria O'Leary. William Henry Pence. Emily Elizabeth Pitts, who we would also like to recognize as the recipient of this year's Z Society Edgar F. Shannon Award. Sophia Elena Quint. Kylie Kramer Rapp. Jacob Wayne Rizzio. Caitlin Grace Robinson. Olivia Claire Robinson. Shavin Ribar Sadi. Mackenzie Summer Samuels. Emily Grace Schneider. Lucy Elizabeth Schroeder. Valen Nagarajan Solagar Shanmuganathan. Nicholas Richard James Shepard. Lila Florence Scher. Margaret Thorne Shuffler. Alessandro Viancourt Silvia. Livia Sinani. Eleanor Celeste Smith. Kirsten Marie Smith. Lindsay Brooke Smith. Thomas Won So. Claire Rebecca Sorkin. Alexis Ryan Stadler. Jonathan Davis Stallings. Charlotte Garon Strickland. Caroline Marie Surratt. Samuel Mark Sylvester. Kenzo Alexander Takeda. Nathaniel Smith Turnus. Christian Tessier. John Freeman Tharp. Maximus Crone Thompson. Grace Caroline Thrush. Samyukta Venkateshwaran. Talbot Carnahan Vunstadi. Jacob Warren. Laura Amber Weinberg. Nate Charles Wells. Taylor Nicole Worley. Lilia Lucy Williams. Stacia Leilani Winslow. Melinda Janie Wong. Please join me once again in recognizing this outstanding group of policy leaders. I would now like to invite to the podium Kai Chardine, a Batten graduate and representative of the Batten School class of 2024, for the presentation of alumni. Joining Kai at the podium is the president of the Batten Undergraduate Council, Wyatt Carter.
Good afternoon. I like that. On this scroll, you will find the names of the 120 students who will earn a Bachelor of Arts in Public Policy and Leadership from the Frank Batten School of Leadership and Public Policy, the class of 2025. It is my distinct honor to represent my classmates here today and to ask you to formally add our names to the roster of the University of Virginia Alumni Association. As policy pioneers, we pledge to take seriously the honor of being a part of Batten's undergraduate program and to thoughtfully stay involved as alumni mentors to future generations of students. We also pledge to return to Garrett Hall often, whether for future events or just to say hello.
Good afternoon. It is a true honor to be here to celebrate you. The graduating class of 2025, on behalf of all UVA Batten alumni, congratulations. As public policy graduates, you're stepping into a world that urgently needs thoughtful, principled leadership. Whether you work in government, advocacy, research, or the nonprofit sector, you now have the tools to drive change and shape policy that serves the public good. Today, you join a global alumni network, a community committed to making a difference. Wherever your path leads, you're not alone. Stay connected, share your journey, and keep leading with purpose. Welcome to the Alumni Association. We're proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you'll do next. Thank you, and congratulations.
I think we're supposed to have music. Someone want to sing? Karaoke?